aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Carter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Carter. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room to roam now. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 31 yards there to first down. Back to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Back to throw is Carter on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over first and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is not going to be enough. He was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Carter. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Bears at 5-8, 3 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Carter from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Carter now looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Patterson's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second down, another shot for Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine, and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Ojabo make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now Jones. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Carter to throw on 3rd down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The fullback wide. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Carter. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Carter. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here. A check down here to Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He'll complete this one to one. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. An inside give to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 128 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Off the play fake. Carter going deep here for Allen. It got his man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carter. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Completed out left to Dobbs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. They'll try the right side with Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Back to throw. Carter. This will be caught downfield by Gage. Touchdown, Chicago! So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A give to Jones. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often